everyone. Welcome to your first day of 7.3, which is all about exponential expressions. It is day 1 today because this is going to take us 3 to 4 days of content. Today we're going to really focus on what is an exponential expression, what that means, and how to make it simplified. And that's actually our essential question. We'll write that down now before I keep talking. Can I simplify? That's our adjective. That's really what we're doing. Can I simplify the exponential expressions that are given to me? And our goal is to take any sort of given exponential expression and we're going to try and make it smaller. And that's actually going to be our essential question for the next few school days here. We want to make any sort of given expression simplified. And what that means is that there are no negative or zero exponents. And that's actually something we're not even going to get to the next few days. We'll talk about zero exponents today, but we're not even going to talk about negative exponents for a few more days. All constants. And remember, those are like regular numbers, no variables or anything, just the number out in front. All constants are simplified. Meaning you don't want 8 over 4. 8 over 4 isn't a number. You want it to be simplified as to 2. Or it is a number, but it's not a simplified number. Same thing, if you have a whole expression and it simplifies to be 2 over 4, well, don't leave it as 2 over 4. Your answer is 1/2. And then the last thing we want to add is that there is no duplicate variables. And what I mean by that is when you see an x to the third, you're not going to later see like an x to the second. Or if you see a y over here and then a y in the denominator, you don't want to see 2 y's in your simplified expression. So let's also talk about what does an exponent really mean? If I have 5 squared and I asked you to find that, a lot of you would type that in your calculator and you'd get 25. But truly the definition of 5 squared is 5 multiplied by 5. And I would expect you to write that out. We're going to call this an expanded form, and we're going to do a lot in expanded form today. So if I told you to do 3 to the power of 4, today you don't need a calculator. In fact, tomorrow or the next day, you probably won't really need a calculator. You need to be able to do this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Does it seem a little counterintuitive, meaning like, why are we doing this if our goal is to make it smaller? Why would I write it out? And I promise you that this will make sense in the next few days, but you got to bear with me for the next few minutes here. And then the last thing that I really want to talk to you about is what does something to the 0 power mean? So why to the 0 power? Well, if we're writing things out, so if I have x to the 4th, that looks like x times x times x times x. Well, if I have y to the 0, how many y's are there? None. Just like if there was 3 to the 4th, how many 3's were there? There was 4 3's. X to the 4th, how many x's were there? There was 4. Well, if it's y to the 0, there's 0 y's. Y to the 0, or anything to the power of 0 is equal to, does anyone remember? We've maybe talked about it like once. It's 1, and that is also something you need to know today. So these are kind of 3 big main topics that you need to use in order to be successful in the next few days. You're going to watch another video in just a minute that has some examples of how to simplify the expressions. We know what our goal is, but how are we actually going to do that?